Hi, I'd like to give you a demonstration of a very unusual object which has survived amazingly since the 19th century in working order. It's a French sand operated automaton showing, as you can see, a Chinese magician who sits at a table in a pavilion. And what he does is puts on a performance and raises the cups that he holds in his hands. And as he does so, you will see underneath them a changing array of dice and fruit and balls, and sometimes maybe nothing at all. Um, he turns his head from side to side as he does this. My father bought this automaton in France in the early 1960s, and he did quite a lot of repair work on the mechanism inside, which is all operated by cardboard drums that have uh, projections on them that trigger a variety of wire rods and other moving parts to make him operate. And in a moment, what I'll do is I'll activate a tab, if you want to call it that, that comes out of the side of the pavilion that allows sand to pass from the roof through a funnel-shaped compartment into the mechanism itself, and which causes everything to work much like a water wheel being turned by water. And as the sand passes through, it drops into another compartment in the bottom of the pavilion where there's a drawer. And once the drawer is full, it can be removed and the sand can be poured back into the chamber in the roof to start the cycle again. So let me give this a try, and you can see how he actually works. The sand is already in the rooftop compartment. I poured it in advance, and as I pull this lever, he will start to operate. If you can't see clearly all of the objects underneath the cups as he's raising and lowering them, I'm going to go ahead and later provide a zoom picture that will show them more clearly. I have very limited knowledge of using a video cam like this, and it's the only thing I've got available, so hopefully you'll be able to get good enough results to actually see what's going on. He's a much more humble example of the kind of automata that were made with metal clock parts, at least as early as the 18th century and into the 19th century. And he's all made from cardboard and wood and paper and very ephemeral materials that are, in my mind, are amazing because they've survived the passage of time. I don't think probably as many automatons of this sort have survived simply because they're just a lot easier to destroy, and I don't think they were probably valued nearly as highly when they were made because they were made of materials that were easier to work with. However, I think he also has a great deal of charm that sometimes doesn't seem to be the case as much with some objects that are really much more expensively made. think he's nearing the end of his cycle because the sand will give out that's in the compartment in the roof shortly. It holds more sand, but I don't dare put a huge heavy amount in there simply because I don't want to press the limits of what he's capable of doing. I'm going to turn this off now, and you will see additional footage that shows the mechanism working in the back. And also, I'm going to try to provide some footage that shows the cups up close while they're operating. I'll put some more sand in and try to position the camera so you can see those things. I'm working from a video cam, as I said, on a laptop computer, so I can't really move it around and zoom in because it's just too awkward.